challenge groups are how I've been able to hit Success Club every month, and I mean, that's huge, and it keeps your business going too. I would say that when I first started, like my first one was in September, and I am still trying to figure this out too, and I probably have done it different every month. You know, sometimes I've done it that we're all doing the same program, and we're all doing Shakeology. Like that's how I did the first one, and then sometimes I thought, oh, there's people in that group that maybe weren't ready for Turbo Fire yet, and I should have let people choose their own program. I've done the 30-day Shakeology ones. I've done, like right now I'm doing one that people can choose whatever fitness program they'd like, picking one that's worked for them. But I would agree that 30 days is the key because people are fizzling after that. Thinking about, I would piggyback off of what Teresa said too, that thinking a little bit alternatively has been a good thing too. For those of you who are on the Platinum Presenters team, you maybe have heard them do a few calls lately about doing some free challenge groups, and I've tried a few of those lately just to kind of expand my network and build relationships with people that maybe I can help. In March I did a free 21-day challenge, so it was kind of like the 3 weeks to build a new habit, and I probably had about 60 people from across the country, people I didn't even know, because they were other people that they did know were signing up, and then their friends and family were joining in. And usually a challenge group should not be that big, but this was kind of different for a free one. And I had, by the way, I meant to say at the beginning, if you don't know what challenge groups are, they're kind of like group coaching of multiple people at once, and it's often done like on Facebook, that you make a secret group page where you're posting and people are checking in. So when I did this free 21-day challenge, I just had people all pick one food they were going to give up, or one healthy change, like whether it was giving up soda or, you know, adding in Shakeology or something. It really had nothing to do with Beachbody though. Some people chose that, but it didn't have to. And then they were committing to an exercise every day for those 21 days, and they were committing to posting every day on the page. So it really had nothing to do with Beachbody necessarily, but it helped. Like I said, it expanded my network. It got me more people in contact with more people, and it allowed me to build some relationships and some trust with people, so that they were that they liked the accountability of the challenge group, where they wanted to learn more from me or from others in the group, and that for many springboarded into. From that group, I signed like 2 coaches. I had probably about 3 people who bought a challenge pack. I had several people who heard about other people saying, "Oh, they're drinking Shakeology. What is that?" And so then I was like, "Well, this is what Shakeology is." And
did you promote it in your group?
I did not unless other people asked. What I did do at the end was I offered, because I did some little mini challenges too, like, okay, if you can drink half your body weight in water today, or if you can, a sweaty pick or something like that. But the last 3 days of it, I said this was another optional mini challenge that we could do the Shakeology 3-day cleanse. So, so that was a way that some people wanted to try out Shakeology, saw some results, and then they wanted to try it further. Actually, a lot of people in the group did not jump on it, but I didn't bring up anything with Shakeology till close to the end.
Jess, when people are posting every day about their workouts and the food they gave up, do you comment or do you just click like?
Yes, that's a really good question. Usually when I do challenge groups, I think it's really important that when people are posting, you need to comment back. Like it takes time, but you need to do that. If you're asking people to post, you need to interact with them. So typically I did with that free group that was massive. I did not as much, but actually I wasn't planning to. I was planning to just like them, but I did end up commenting a lot, which took more time than a usual one. But like I said, I built a lot of relationships and helped people in a lot of ways. So I think it's really important. Yeah, you don't just open up a group and say post these things and then never interact with people. You need to comment and yeah, exactly.
And you need to post every day. I mean, you need to have something on it every day.
Yep.
Like the new challenges that you do, like new challenge groups, do you set up a new Facebook page for each one? So every single time do you like delete that previous Facebook page and then start a new one?
And as far as liking them, in all of my challenge groups have done, I do a point system also, so there's a grand prize that people are working towards. Most people I found really like the competition, and they like that is a good incentive for them also. So I usually give, like a point if they got their workout in, a point if they drink their Shakeology, a point if they drank half their weight in ounces of water, things like that. And then I sometimes do mini challenges, but when I do a mini challenge, I usually do it for more points versus another prize, like 5 points today if you do this. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna, and you gotta kind of be a stickler about the points. They don't post that data, they don't get their points. Because you want, the more engagement you have in your group, the more successful it's gonna be. So if you're lenient about it, and you're like, someone comes like, oh, I worked out every day last week, and you let that slide, your group's not going to go as well. They have to post every day. They don't get their points. And that's, I think, helps.
Yep. And I keep track of points because some people always say, oh, that sounds so overwhelming. But the way I do it is when I like a post, and that reminds me I counted the points. So I either tally it on a sheet or have an app on my phone. So that's how I signal myself. Like if there's a day I don't have a chance to tally up the points, every time I like their comment that says, I worked out today and did this, that's how I know that I have track of points. And it hasn't been overwhelming for me. But that reminded me too, when I did this different group with the 21 day, the idea with that was you were committing to those three things, to exercising every day, giving up whatever food it was, and posting every day. So the idea was if you didn't do that, you were out of the group. And I had a hard time being a stickler with that, and it kind of probably backfired for me because there were some people that I should have, the minute they didn't post, they were out, because that was kind of the idea for this one, that you need to do it. At least, like I said, I'm still figuring out what works for me, but that was the perspective from the Platinum Presenters call that I did. So I did weed some people out, but I cut people more slack. I let them miss a couple times before I did. But I'm doing a 5-day free one starting next week, and that I am going to be a stickler on. If they aren't following the 4 things that they agreed to, they're out. But we're following the 5-day Inferno plan, and then they need to commit to 30 days, or 30 minutes at least of cardio each day, drinking half their body weight in water. What else?
What are we doing?
I can't remember
Psychology?
what
I
else.
can't remember, yeah.
But anyways, and then because the 5 day, I have like 35 people signed up for that. It's another completely free one. But the thing is with that, like when I just put the meal plan out last night, or Thursday night, I said, it says Shakeology in there for one of the meals. You can swap it out, though, with another snack or meal. And I said, but if you want to give it a try, let me know. And I was bombarded with people that were like, yeah, I want to try that for 5 days. Like, I completely ran out of all the tons of Shakeology packets I had at my house because there was, of these 35 people, probably half of them said, yeah, mail me 5 packets, I want to try it. So while the challenge group was free and nobody has to buy anything, it's kind of, and I'm not pushing any product in that way, people are wanting to give it a try. So sometimes doing alternative groups in that way, trying a free challenge once in a while. Maybe it's a 10-day no sugar challenge, or shorter mini challenges like that. But if you're new to this and don't want to force people to, I shouldn't say force, if you don't want to ask people to buy a product or Shakeology right away, that's a good way to build some relationships and maybe get started. So something to think about. I just had 2 other quick points. Yep.
Do you show your points? Hey, you've got X amount of points. That way the other people see it, and it's like, ooh, she's got this many points. I got to do more.
I usually do about maybe once a week or a couple times within the month. I say, oh, yeah, here's the challenge. And then people are a lot of times like, ooh, they're ahead of me.
When you kick people out, do you send them a private message, or do you just delete it?
I don't in my typical challenge groups, but with that one, I just deleted it because that was one of the commitments they said to. Like, if you're not going to post every day, so I don't know. That would be my plan for the 5 day. But
I would recommend what I've done is I just send them a private message and just say, very politely, because it's not like you're punishing them. They're just not ready to take this type of challenge. So, would you like me to just put you into my next challenge group?
Good idea.
You're just not ready right now. You don't want to make it feel like they've got banned from
right.
something,
And that's why I think I felt I didn't like that feeling, because I was like, I want to be helping these people just because they're not posting every day. But so again, working out the different kinks and you have to find the fine line too. What people need, if they need you to be a hard ass, or if they need you to be more,
And that's where sometimes the little bit shorter ones are a little bit better for that, because 30 days sometimes is a long time, and they might miss a day. But if it's 10 days, there's no reason someone can't find 10 days to post, 30 seconds on a Facebook,
And I guess, when I did the free ones, I took more of a hard approach, or I was thinking I would, because I'm doing this for free. Like, I'm not getting anything out of this, so these are one of the things you're agreeing to up front. Like, okay, I will post every day. For 5 days, that's what I kind of feel like too.
Yeah.
You can commit to it for 5 days, or if not, it's maybe just not right for you now. So, the last thing I was just going to say is, if you don't know, in the back office, there are challenge group guides that are super duper helpful. Like, they have it for every program. So whether you have a group doing the Ultimate Reset, or a group doing a fitness program, or just Shakeology, it has like videos from the trainer that you send every week. It has like recipes or encouraging posts or tips. It's so easy. So it's not like you have to think things up every day. If you want, you can literally copy and paste. This is what you put in for day 1. This is what you put in for day 2. Like, so it can guide you in what you would post on your pages. And for me, that I totally relied on those when I first was starting because I was like, I don't know what I should be saying or what tips to be giving. Like, and now that I've done more of them, I've kind of almost made my own template of some posts to remind me, like, you know, good articles I found or tips or recipes that I want to share throughout the challenge. But just know that those challenge group guides in your back office are really, really, really helpful to getting started with challenge groups. Okay.
All right.